My fellow Madden players, this defense I'm about to show you is going to help you disguise your back end, and it's going to lead to a ton, and I mean a ton, of interceptions, which is a few adjustments, and it's going to confuse your opponent on a play-by-play basis. I'm also going to show you my favorite red zone play to run as well. So if you're interested in that, like, subscribe, and enjoy the video. Now this defense is going to be in the 4-2-5 over G formation, and it's going to be in the Packers playbook as well as a few others, and I'll go ahead and list them right here for you. But this used to be called Big Nickel over G. It's the same formation, just with a different name now. And the play that I like to come out in is going to be cover 2. Before we do that, we're going to change our coaching adjustments. So we're going to change our coaching adjustments to, for the auto flip off. Then we're going to do defensive motion to disabled. And then we're going to do conservative, aggressive, conservative. And then we're going to change our safety depth to close and our safety width to pinch. This is pretty typical for the majority of defenses that you're going to run. And I like to run it, the cover 2 is what I like to run. So right here, the reason this is so powerful is because of this guy right here. He's coded as a safety, so you can put him in a deep half, a deep middle, even a deep half on the left side, outside, third on the outside, on the other side too. So there is just a ton of different things that you can do with this, and because of this, you can change your other guys too. So very easily we can have a setup just like this. Now it's basically a cover 3, but the reason this is so good is you got this guy near the line of scrimmage, but he also plays corner routes super well. So for example, if we're looking here, if we run this, call it, and then boom, and you got him. You got to pick right there. It's super good for corner routes, especially in like Bunch X Nasty or something like that. He plays it super well, but it doesn't really stop there. You can put this guy over in a deep half. You can make your middle guy into a middle third, and you can pretty much have something kind of like this. Now where you have 3 guys underneath, you can even put one of your ends in a hard flat, so you can have something kind of like this, and you're really covered from a lot of different stuff over there. And this just plays super well, and it's just a different disguise that you can throw at your opponent so that he's not expecting. But it doesn't just stop there either. If you want to even put this guy in like a middle third, keep him, and then have him play on the outside, and then have him in a hard flat, just like this. Now you have an even different look. And I mean, you can just do so many different things with this. Same thing just from the other side, like something like this, and you still have these 2 guys over on the right side, to use or to do whatever you want with. So it's really endless of what you can do with the back end, and you can have these guys play anywhere you want to in the back at all times. It is just super cool. It's super flexible, and just the disguising alone is going to trick your opponent into throwing picks while you're only sending 4. I recommend running some stunts, but you don't have to if you don't want to. You can just run like double or nothing, and you can really get a lot of pressure just from that, just from the confusion of the back end. Just get coverage sacks. Now, something else that's really cool and really important, what you can do in this formation, let's go back to normal, is you can show blitz by double tapping your right bumper, and have these guys down here. Now this blitz does not always come through, but it does do a decent job sometimes, of kind of just like this, and you get a guy coming up screaming off the edge just like that. How you want to set this up is you want to just show blitz, that's double tapping the right bumper. You want to spread your line, you want to blitz your guy on the opposite side just like this, and you want to contain. Then you want to use this guy to kind of hover to distract the center. And you don't want to engage, but you just want to distract them. And then once they play, you get pressure on that side. Now, I recommend you don't run that blitz every single play. This is really about the coverage aspect of this defense and just the things that you can do with it. So having that ability to blitz though in situation like third down, something like that, is super powerful. But you can also come out in this and show this just like you're blitzing, and then have your same coverage looks as well. So you can just do something like that. Now, you have to be very careful, though, just because you can put this guy in the wrong zone. You can put him on that left side, and then you have your entire right side of the field is completely open, and that is not good. That is no bueno. You do not want that. So you just have to be very careful, get really used to this defense, and I promise you, you will get a ton of interceptions. Now, what I get a lot of interceptions from this defense is if I have, like, this guy has, like, a deep middle, and this guy has a deep middle, he's out there, and then I'll have him kind of like this, and they won't be expecting, like, they have a tight end streak. They won't really be expecting the guy to be over the middle, and he'll just be there. And usually he's underneath that to get the interception. So, I mean, I just recommend with this defense, change up your looks pretty much every single play. Throw out different stuff. Put your defensive lineman in a flat on opposite sides. Wherever the running back is usually is where I like to do it. So, I mean, you can just do so many different things in this defense. You can even double Mabel just like that. And you will get a ton of picks, I promise you, if you just run. And the next thing I want to show you is the shell coverage here. You really want to stick in like a cover 4, Tampa 2, even cover 3 sometimes if you want to. I really don't mess with that though. I usually stick in cover 4 or cover 2. And the reason for this is, especially in the red zone, I like come out and cover in a cover 4. And doing that, it allows an even extra version of disguise for when I'm in the red zone. So right now I place the ball at the 17-yard line or so. I will come over, I will put my flats and about 5 yards, sometimes even wherever the end zone is. So right now we're going to stick with 20 just because it's at the 17. And then I will set my curl flats to 0. And the reason for this, and I'll come out in just a regular cover 4s and cover 4 quarters. I'm going to double Mabel my guys on the right side, left side. So I'm going to put my my deep safety, which is B, in a hard flat, and I'm going to put my right side or my left side safety, which is X, and I'm going to put him in a hard flat as well. And this is what it's going to look like. And I will even spread my linebacker sometime too. Now, this gives you pretty much perfect coverage down the sidelines. So if they're trying to corner routes on the defense, this is also going to block that too. So as you can see, oh, got a sack, but B was covered. Even A, if you try to throw that, which we'll try to do here. He's going to be there. You're going to have a guy there to be able to stop it. And that goes for both sides. So you're really just locking down the sidelines, which is super, super powerful for in the red zone. And I specifically like to use one of these deep safeties, either Maze or Bell I have up here. And this just really does a really, really good job of it's just an extra level of disguise. I would be careful running this though, just regular down the field, because the hard flats can get beat over the top pretty easily if you're not careful. It just takes a really easy concept, and they're just going to stick to the sidelines. They're not going to play the ball over top. So you really have to watch out for that. That's why I like to run this from 20 yards in. You can probably run it from the 32 even just to change your zone adjustments, but really from the 20 in, this is a super, super powerful defense. But if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I will be back for the next one.